Namaste and welcome to Mindfully Yoga. My name is Ryan. Today's yoga class is a Vinyasa flow yoga class focused on improving and enhancing our balance. Before we get started, remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel Mindfully Yoga, as your support provides me the motivation to continue doing what I'm doing and share my love of yoga with the rest of the world. So let's get started. Let's find a comfortable seat. You can sit like me in hero seat with your glutes on your heels or bringing your legs to cross in front of you. And now placing the hands wherever they feel the best and beginning to close our eyes as you begin to center ourselves. And as we find a comfortable seat, letting the glutes and the hips sink into the support beneath us. And now going inwards for a few moments, noticing how the body is feeling today. Are there any parts of the body that feel free and open? Any parts of the body that are tight or maybe achy? And holding this tightness and openness in our awareness at the same time. And now let go of the body. Begin to notice your breath. Notice the length and depth of your breath without trying to change the breath in any way. And now taking 3 deep, slow breaths. Exhalation may be slightly longer than the inhalation. Invitation to practice mindfully today. If you find your thoughts drifting to the past or the future, come back to the present moment. By using your breath as an anchor, all the sensations of your body. One more breath here. And then softly opening your eyes. Coming to extend our legs on our mat. And then from here, what we are going to do is we are going to bend the knees, place the feet on the mat. Take your right hand, wrap it around your left knee, and take your left hand behind you. Press the fingertips into the mat and take a twist. Maybe even look towards the back of the room over your left shoulder. One more breath here. From here, come back to center and then swap over to the other side. Left hand outside the right knee, right hand goes behind you. And again, if you like to twist deeper, yogis, you can take your gaze over your right shoulder towards the back of the room. One more breath. Now come back to center, please, and extend your legs long. Once the legs are extended, you want to straddle them out wide. On the inhale, hands reach up to the sky. On the exhale, let the hands land on the mat. From here, walk your fingertips a little bit further away from you to feel that nice stretch in the lower back. Keep the toes active, please. Don't let them go towards the front. One more breath here. And then slowly straighten up. From here, come into all fours. So we take our legs to our side, knees below the wrists. Knees below the hips, knees below the wrists. That'll be an interesting yoga pose. Press your palms into the mat and bring your knees below your hips. From here, few rounds of cat-cow. On the inhale, belly drops. On the exhale, around the upper back. Continue like this. With every inhale, the tailbone rises. With the exhale, push the mat away. Really tucking the chin into the chest. One more up. And let's come into all fours. Just a little bit work to wake up the core. So some spine balancing here. Extend your left leg towards the back. Don't worry about the height of the leg. Just keep the hips square and toes pointing to the earth. And extend the right hand towards the front. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to all fours. And now begin to extend the right leg towards the back. And extend the left hand towards the front. And then hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to all fours. Walking our hands forward, keeping the hips above the knees, coming into puppy pose, placing the forehead onto the earth. Imagine here a palm between your shoulder blades, pushing the chest towards the ground. And now, only if you feel comfortable and it doesn't hurt the neck, place the chin onto the mat. 2 breaths here. And then slide forward into Sphinx pose. Bring the elbows below the shoulders. Untuck the toes. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Press the pubic bone into the earth. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Eyes closed, a soft gaze. One more breath here. Now we're going to go into seal pose. Press the palms into the earth and begin to straighten the elbows as you lift the belly away from the mat. Now if this pinches or hurts or doesn't feel good, come back into Sphinx pose. One more breath here. And then slowly come on back down. Let's go into child's pose. Big toes touch. Knees can be as wide as the mat as the hips sink towards the heels. Lift your head here. Look at the space between your thumbs. Thread the needle. Take your left hand under your right armpit, left side of the face or the cheek on the mat. Take your right hand, wrap it around your left hip into a half bind. Open the right shoulder, pointing it towards the ceiling. And then from here, come back to child's pose and thread the needle immediately to the other side. Right hand under the left armpit. Right side of the face on the mat. Left hand can go around in a half bind. The bind is not compulsory. Only take it if it works for you. One more breath here. And then slowly come back to center. From here, transition back to all fours. And one last thing to wake up the core. Press the fingers into the mat. Eliminate all hollowness under your palms and your fingertips. Keep the fingers spread out wide so the hands are engaged. Now tuck your toes. And without rounding the back in any way, hover the knees away from the earth. And then hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the sit bones to the sky as you come into down dog. And here we want to shift the weight onto the legs. Soften the kneecaps and bend the knees if you have to. If the heels reach the floor easily, then that's okay as well if you don't want to bend the knees. One more breath here. And now walk your feet all the way towards your hands. Come into a forward fold. On the inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Hands go to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center as we fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to high plank. And then go through our Vinyasa. Chaturanga, low plank. Cobra or upward facing dog. We'll meet in downward facing dog. So you can either take a cobra pose or the up dog pose in your Vinyasa flow. It's up to you. Walk your feet again all the way towards your hands. Come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center as we fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to high plank. And then let's take a flow here. Knees down or not. High to low plank. Cobra or upward facing dog. We'll meet in downward facing dog. One more breath here. From here, on the inhale, right leg goes towards the sky. On the exhale, step the foot through between your hands. Right knee above the right ankle. And now sweep the hands towards the back as you come to rise. So our forehead is above the toes or slightly past the toes. This is called arrowhead pose. Broaden the collarbones here and let the shoulder blades seek each other. Palms face the floor and actively draw your lower belly away from the inner thigh. One more breath here. Now stay here for the inhale. With the exhale, fly into warrior 3. Left leg lifts, hands go towards the front. If hands towards the front is not available today for balancing, bring the hands to heart center. One more breath here. Now carefully step the left foot to the back of the mat and then gently lower the back knee down, untuck the toes as we come into a low lunge. Gaze straight ahead and then press the top of the left foot into the mat. Lift and reach with your hands. Hold here for another breath. And now half monkey stretch, Ardha Hanumanasana. Fingertips frame the right foot. Extend the right leg first and then stack the left hip above the left knee. And then if you like to here, you can flex the toes of the right foot towards your face. You feel a deeper stretch in your calf and your hamstring muscle here. One more breath. And now return the right foot to the mat. Tuck the toes on the back leg, lift the back knee, step back to high plank. And then go through your vinyasa or go straight to down dog. You can always skip the vinyasa depending on how you're feeling. Unclench the jaw. Soften the muscles in the face. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step the foot through between your hands. And then transition to arrowhead. Hands sweep back. Palms face the floor. And think of a diagonal line from where the spine meets the skull all the way down to your right Achilles. One more breath. On the inhale, extend the hands towards the front. On the exhale, let it fly into warrior 3. Don't worry about the height of the leg. We're training our balance here. Press the big left toe into the mat. Press the inner arch of the left foot into the mat. And now gently step the right foot to the back of the mat. Lower the back knee down with control. Untuck the toes. Hands sweep up. Find your drishti, your gaze. Your focal point for your concentration. Fingertips come down. Half monkey stretch or Ardha Hanumanasana. Extend the left leg first and then stack the right hip above the right knee. And notice how this hamstring feels compared to the other hamstring. One more breath here. And now return the left foot to the mat. Step back to a high plank. And then take your flow. Knees down or up. High to low plank. Cobra or upward facing dog will meet in downward facing dog. Take child's pose for a few breaths here. Big toes touch. Knees can be as wide as the mat. As we begin to sink our hips towards our heels, let the forehead rest onto the earth. And now walk the hands to the right side of the room. Maybe the left palm sits on top of the right. Lifting the head, walking the hands to the other side of the room. Maybe the right palm sits on top of the left. And now come back to center. Back to child's pose. Transition back to all fours. We're going to take our left foot and step it to the back of the mat. Take your right foot outside the mat, so the left foot will rotate automatically. Go into supported side plank. Now you're welcome to stay here, or you can hover the left leg off the mat. Maybe the left hand goes towards the front. One more breath here. And then transition back to all fours. This time, take your right foot to the back of the mat and then take your left foot outside. Right foot turns at 90 degrees. Right hand reaches to the sky. And again, invitation to hover the right leg. Maybe the right hand goes towards the front. One more breath. And then from here, come back to all fours. Let's tuck our toes collectively and then transition to down dog. On the inhale, right leg to the sky. On the exhale, right foot behind the right wrist. Turn the back foot in at a 45-degree angle. Rise up into Warrior One. So in Warrior One, right knee above the right ankle, left foot in the left lane, right foot in the right lane. The lanes don't meet, they don't cross each other. Square the hips towards the front and draw the lower belly in. Hands interlaced behind the lower back. Right thumb on top of the left. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, bow forward into Humble Warrior. Right shoulder inside the right knee. Look to the big toes of the left foot. Let the head hang heavy. One more breath here. From here, lift your head slightly. Right hand in front of your right foot. Left leg will fly. Left hand reaches towards the sky. So stack the left hip on top of the right. Left toes point to the side as well. Maybe look towards the left side for an extra challenge. This is very hard for me. Looking to the side. And then from here, bring the left foot down next to the right, meet me in a forward fold. And then kick the right leg back up into standing split. So we're just swapping the legs now. Head hangs heavy. Hips square, toes point to the floor. Look behind us. One more breath. And then right foot to the back of the mat, runner's lunge. Step back to high plank. And then take your flow or go straight to down dog. Knees down or not. High to low plank. Cobra or upward facing dog will meet in downward facing dog. One more breath here. On the inhale, left leg to the sky. On the exhale, left foot behind the left wrist. Right foot at 45 degrees. Rise up into Warrior One on this side. Left knee above the left ankle. Gaze straight ahead. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. And then lift and reach with your hands. One more breath here. Interlace the hands behind the lower back. Left thumb on top of the right. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, bow forward, Humble Warrior. Gaze to the big toe on the back foot. Head hangs heavy as the crown of the head descends towards the floor. Release the bind with the hands. Left hand ahead of the left leg. Right leg flies. Point the right toes to the side of the room. Look down towards your left thumb on the ground. Or take your gaze to the right hand side. One more breath here. Step the right foot next to the left. Forward fold. Take the left leg. Lift it up. Head hangs heavy. Gaze towards the back of the room. One more breath here. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left foot, high plank. Last flow for the practice. Take it or leave it. High to low plank, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. We meet in downward facing dog. And now right leg to the sky. Right knee behind the right wrist, pigeon pose. Bring your right shin parallel to the top edge of the mat. Untuck the left toes. You're welcome to stay upright or drop down onto your elbows. Maybe make cushion with 2 fists for your head. Or the head will go all the way towards the ground. Slowly come back up to center. Press the palms into the mat. Tuck the toes on the back leg. Lift the back knee. Pull the right knee into the chest. And then step back to down dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee behind the left wrist. pigeon pose or kapotasana on this side. And again, the same options. Either go down onto the elbows or make cushion with 2 fists for your forehead, or maybe the forehead to the ground as the hands extend towards the front. And then coming back up to center, swing both legs towards the front as you take a seat. Now we're going to take the left ankle, cross it over the right knee, half Lord of the Fishes. Right hand wraps around the left knee, left hand goes back. Look to the left side or twist deeper by taking your gaze towards the back of the room. Coming back to center, extend the left leg and then cross the right knee over the left. Left hand wraps around, right hand goes back. Come back to center, extend the right leg. On the inhale, lengthen the trunk, hands to the sky. On the exhale, draw the lower belly in as you seek the outer edges of your feet. If the hands don't get there, it's okay. Bend your knees or place your hands on your calf, around your shin or your ankle. And now beginning to straighten the spine, come to lie down onto the earth. Hug the left knee into the chest. And with the right hand, guide the left knee across the body into a twist. Left hand extends. Look to the sky or over your left shoulder to the left side. Come back to center and then swap. Right knee into the chest, left leg long. Left hand does the job this time of taking the right knee across the body. Right hand extends. Maybe gaze to the sky or over your right shoulder towards the right side. Come back to center as you hug both knees into the chest. Maybe a gentle rock from side to side. And now finding your way into Shavasana. Let the feet find the corners of the mat. Hands come to rest by your side. Palms face the ceiling in a gesture of receiving from the universe. I will wake you up when it's time. Rest. Wiggling your fingers and toes as awareness returns to your consciousness. Moving and stretching in waves that curve naturally. And then rolling over to your favorite side and using your arm as a cushion under your ear. With your eyes closed, slowly come up into a seat. Hands come together, palms touch. Thumbs press against the sternum. One soft inhale, followed by one soft exhale. We bring the thumbs to third eye center, to our lips, and to our hearts. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. And wherever you're in the world today, have a great morning, amazing afternoon, or an awesome evening. I will see you soon on the mat. Namaste.